Hey, I can be whoever you want me to be. Ha 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 ha. You're quite straightforward. March 7th laughs, a sly smirk on her face before she leans in close, her voice dropping to a whisper. Let's just say I'm comfortable in all positions. She chuckles, stepping back and gives you a wink. You'll have to find out which one I prefer later though. Well, I'm a proud woman, so I won't be the one who gets pinned down, if a certain situation were to happen. Top, of course. I'm always on top. Asta looks away as blush rises to her cheeks. Asta, E-A-W, what sort of question is that? I'm top of course. I'll go straight to the answer, I'm an asexual. I'm so glad you asked. I'm a switch, really, but usually top. Why do you want to know? I'm a switch, like Kafka. Oh my, chuckles, well, that's quite the personal question. In all honesty, I'm more of a switch. Why do you ask, darling? I didn't quite expect someone to ask me that. I'd say that I'm a switch, though I tend to go with being more of a top. Bottom. I think. Bronya blushes as she mutters the last word. What? Of course I'm on top. You're that straight to the point, eh? Well, I'm definitely both. Blushes. Whoa. I don't know. I've never thought about it. Maybe. Bottom. I mean. Wait, what? Paler was taken aback by the sudden, and rather unusual, question. After a long pause, she answered. Bottom. I always thought of myself as more of a top, but I could consider switching it up for the right person. I will be whatever you want me to be. I'm a top of course, who do you take me for? Top of course. But as long as I get paid, I don't mind being at the bottom. What are you asking that for? Anyway, I'm a proud top. I'm willing to do either, but when it comes to a relationship I prefer to be the submissive one. Be bottom. She just doesn't know what it means. I'm a little confused at your question, but if I had to answer, I'd say I'm more of a top than a bottom, I suppose. The Ten Lords Commission did not design such a feature for me. You may call me asexual. It depends on circumstances. But I enjoy being in charge. I look at you with an innocent smile. Well, I've never been asked that question before, but I would have to say top. Fake Xiao laughs at Summer's boldness. Such a straightforward question. I'm usually on top. What a question. Well, if you insist, bottom. Whatever you prefer, little one. She raises her brow, a slight smirk on her face at your question. Top. She answers, leaning forward slightly. Of course the bottom, I'm an ordinary fool after all. Her eyes widen a little bit before she chuckles and smirks, amused by your question. That's quite the question. But If you must know, I'm a bottom. She winks at you and lightly taps your nose with her index finger. She chokes on her own saliva. What the? Why would you ask that out of the blue, bottom? She looks a bit confused by the question, but she chuckles. I'm a top. I mean, look at me, I'm confident, have a bad mouth, dominant. I mean, isn't it obvious that I'm a top? She smirks and crosses her arms. How? Straightforward. Aglia let out an audible cough before continuing with a calm composure. I usually take the dominant role. Bottom. Castorish answers without hesitation, her face turning slightly red. Hyacinth is a little taken aback by the unexpected question and raises an eyebrow as she looks at you. Why such a sudden personal question? If you must know, I am more of a top.